President, I present to you Professor Diana Lee Palmer for the fellowship ad eundem.
The citation will be read by Mr. David Jones.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present Diana Lee Palmer for the fellowship by election of this college. She was born in Chicago and moved west with her family at the age of 16. Her first degree was taken between 1973 and 7 and included oceanography and marine science. I note she spent the whole summer of 1974 in biological study in Bermuda. I guess somebody had to go there. Her pre-medical studies in Idaho involved marketing and administration. She then moved to study medicine in Seattle, and in 1983 spent the following year on faculty at the National University of Singapore as a Luce Scholar. That's spelled capital L-U-C-E. Then followed postgraduate training in general surgery, surgical oncology and pediatric surgery in Seattle, San Francisco, and the Children's Hospital of Michigan in Detroit, where in 1997 she was appointed an attending surgeon, director of the fetal, F-E-T-A-L, someday you Americans will learn to spell, treatment program, research director, and assistant professor of surgery. In 1998, she moved to similar positions in the University of California, San Francisco, and since then has risen to become surgeon-in-chief at UCSF Children's Hospital, along with other senior appointments there and elsewhere in the city, including the presidency of the San Francisco Surgical Society. Professor Palmer's clinical achievements have brought international recognition in many fields. Along with the research involved, she is a pioneer of fetal surgery to improve or correct malformations such as spina bifida, urethral obstruction, and diaphragmatic hernia in utero. She's the world's first female fetal surgeon and currently the principal investigator in a multi-centre National Institute of Health clinical trial for the treatment of spina bifida in the womb. In postnatal paediatric surgery, she's contributed at the highest level over a wide spectrum of conditions, including necrotizing enterocolitis in neonates, twin-twin transfusion syndrome, hindgut malformations, and obesity surgery. I note that in connection with the latter, she's been a guest on the Oprah show, which must also confirm her as great and famous. But I'm sure you're all convinced of that already. Professor Palmer's academic achievements include countless hours of teaching, her supervision of a long list of postdoctoral and overseas fellows, national examinerships, and a large commitment to charitable work overseas. Her endeavours have been recognised by many honours and awards throughout her career. She's been a recipient of these since high school, college and undergraduate days, and latterly has been recognised by the highest awards from her university, membership of influential committees nationally, visiting professorships, and invited lectureships worldwide. Her list of publications and presentations are outstanding, with more than 100 original articles in peer-reviewed journals, a similar number of international presentations, and at least 15 book chapters. Now, you young diplomates should take notice that in order to be a successful surgeon, you need to get a good spouse, a good anaesthetist, and a good secretary. And it can't be more than just a coincidence that Professor Palmer is married to a paediatric anaesthetist. He's called Charles. And Charles and Diana are here today with her mother, who's called Constance, and his sister, who's called Sheila. You're all very welcome. Professor Palmer lists her hobbies as scuba diving and skiing, and recently completed her first triathlon at the age of 54. And for all these and the above-mentioned achievements, the term action woman springs to mind. Mr. President, rarely has there been so great a contributor to paediatric surgery, and as such, Professor Palmer is highly deserving of the fellowship by election of the Royal College of Surgeons of England. It is my honour to present her to you.
Diana, on behalf of Council and this Royal College, It gives me enormous pleasure to convey upon you the fellowship by election.